Massapequa. I have notes on though. Oh, I mean, yeah, I'll take it if you got it.
Welcome to the start of the Nassau County Youth Football League 12-year-old championship.
Thank you for joining us on the Varsity Media Sports Network. The 12 and under championship game coming up. It is the Bellmore Braves taking on the Massapequa side, the Massapequa Mustangs specifically. I'm Gavin Shull here with you. Really excited to get into it. Two teams that have poured in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears this entire season. This Massapequa side has to be particularly motivated after watching their high school compatriots knock off Oceanside this weekend to win yet another Nassau County championship. So very, very exciting stuff as we are about to get underway here from Mitchell Field. We just watched Garden City win the previous game, I believe the 11 and under championship. We'll take you through some of the key players on both sides as we get started. It'll be Luke Gargulio, or excuse me, it'll be Anthony Trapani kicking off for Bellmore.
Michael Nicholson back to kick.
As
Bellmore.
He will send it deep. Or, sorry, final correction, Michael Nicholson will be the kicker. So Nicholson, a bouncer, and just diving on top of it for Massapequa is Juju Escano Rivera, the Swiss Army knife for the Mustangs.
Julius Escano Rivera covers the kick. First and 10. Mustang.
So Massapequa will get started at the 38 as we get a look at the starting lineup for the Mustangs. Michael Genovese, Giovanni Terrassi, Michael Reimer, Luke Russell, Dominique Antonelli, Mikey Ippolito, Michael Temi, Christian Beakers, Luke Gargulio, Dante Squadrito, incredible name, Juju Escano Rivera. As Massapequa about to get things started, the handoff and bursting through the line. A nice gain that time for Jason Larosa. Fantastic tackling on the other side of it for Bellmore from Sean Cosia and Demetrius Christopoulos. Excited to see Juju Escano Rivera get involved for the Mustangs. He's sort of a Swiss Army knife multi-positional player. You can put him anywhere, and he will find a way to get the job done. But so many weapons on this Massapequa side. Back to pass and hit as he threw it was Christian Beakers. And tackled after a nice run was Jason Larosa. Jason is very outgoing. He absolutely loves sports. Also a big fan of riding his bike and hanging out with his friends. Sounds like fantastic kid. I'm also a big fan of riding my bike, so I can relate. Bellmore, let's look at the starting lineup. Andrew Adams at defensive end, Anthony Suspettis, Connor Flynn on the interior, as is Jake Ganji, Christian Jean-Francois. He's a big kid. Number 54 defensive tackle. He's a fantastic talent. James Schmidt also at defensive end. And then the linebackers, Anthony Trapani, Paulie Genovese, Kellen Franquiz, Demetrius Christopoulos, and Sean Cosia making up the secondary. So interesting formation here for Massapequa. It's insane how advanced these kids are. They're operating at a level that you would see from basically high school kids a couple decades back in terms of their formations. And look at that big-time stop up the middle for Bellmore, led by Connor Flynn, the nose guard. So that will bring up 4th down for Massapequa. And about 3 yards. So we'll see what the Chiefs have in store as Bellmore looks for a big-time stop. That was a fantastic tackle from Christian Jean-Francois. Big, strong kid. His good quickness off the ball. So hard to block. And now here's a toss play for the Chiefs. The Mustangs. I confused them with the high school side. But no room to run for Jason Larosa, as a number of Braves cut into the backfield.
Brought down by
Anthony Trapani was the first one there. Trapani, he has outstanding recognition and tackling skills, and you saw it on that play. Also involved for the Braves was Jake Harris. So Bellmore takes over on the Massapequa 40. Fantastic opportunity to get off to an early lead for the Braves. The Braves run a wing tee offense, so obviously very run-based, as the initial carry goes to Trapani. It's a single wing system. It's introduced by a previous coach in the organization, and this new staff immediately was intrigued by it. They love the unmatched power at the point of attack and defined blocking schemes, really good for a younger group. They told me it is truly 11-on-11 football without having to rely on a traditional QB. Which again, at the younger levels, a little bit harder to throw the ball, so that can be the way to go. Some late movement along the formation to flip the sides of the offensive line. Jake Ganji coming over to block. And look at that tackle defensively for Massapequa. A big-time stop for the Mustangs by Giovanni Gio Antonelli. Gio described as a silent assassin by his coach. Let's take a look at the Bellmore starting offense. Paulie Genovese, Chase Schmidt, Andrew Adams, Marco Pepper, Anthony Cespedes, and Anthony Torrey on the offensive line. Christian Jean-Francois, Jake Ganji, Anthony Trapani, Kellen Franquiz, and Demetrius Christopoulos making up the skill positions. And a jaunt up the middle. And a fantastic stop defensively for Massapequa with Michael Genovese teaming up on the tackle that time with Luke Russell. And here's the starting defense for the Mustangs. Juju Escondo Rivera, Luke Russell, Michael Genovese, Giovanni Tarasi, Michael Temi, Jason LaRosa, Dominic Antonelli, Luke Gagarella, Giovanni Antonelli, Dante Squadrito, and Michael Ippolito. So what a fun start for this game. 4th and 5. Both defenses really stepping up in the early going with just over 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Direct snap and a pump fake, and now a run to the left sideline. First down yardage and more. Fantastic burst from Anthony Trapani. Let's take another look at that one. Trapani, and look at the blocking along the offensive line, the late toss, and just a fantastic job sealing up the Massapequa defense, and Trapani did the rest. Trapani getting hyped up from his teammates, Paulie Genovese, and now Trapani again ducked an initial tackler before getting taken down by Dominique Antonelli.
Demetrius Christopoulos with the run, brought down by Giovanni Antonelli.
So Trapani checking the play sheet on his wrist. Again, these are high-level 12-year-olds. Trapani, right side, cutting up the field. Look at that burst by Trapani. Great tackle on the other end of it by Jason LaRosa.
Dante Squadrito. Goal at the 10.
So what a start for Anthony Trapani described by his coaches as a very tough, hard-nosed runner who really excels in tight quarters, more quick than fast, but has really good feet and runs with good pad level. So now a fake to Trapani and a burst to the right side. Look at that stiff arm, but it wasn't getting Paulie Genovese anywhere because Luke Gargulio was right there with him.
Genovese with the carry, tackle for a loss by Giovanni.
Or excuse me, it was Giovanni Antonelli on the tackle, my mistake. Fantastic stop by Antonelli. So that brings up a 1st and 10 for Bellmore. Cut up the field. Continuing to push is Trapani, almost getting down to the goal line. A touchdown-saving stop by Dominique Antonelli. But Trapani has just been spectacular on this drive. They give him the ball over and over and over again. Trapani, a 5-year starter for this Bellmore side. That is what you're looking for. These kids start so young, sometimes with a 7 and under team, sometimes even as young as 4s. The snap is fumbled. Trapani, though, shakes a tackler and bursts through. Did he get into the end zone, or was he just short? Looked like he went down right at the inch marker. So about as close as you can be without scoring for Bellmore. Trapani on the snap. Trapani right side. Massapequa there defensively, but too much power. Anthony Trapani pushes his way through for the opening score of the game for Bellmore.
Trapani with the touchdown. Bellmore setting up the point.
And let's take another look at that one. Trapani was stopped dead to rights, but just pushed through the tacklers. Again, what an awesome job by that offensive line. Andrew Adams, Marco Perper, Chase Schmidt, Anthony Suspettis, Anthony Torrey. They nickname him Joe Torrey, as that conversion is blocked. And Christian Jean Francois. And, of course, Jake Ganji and Jack Hars blocking at the tight end spots. So a 6-0 lead for Bellmore to start off this game. What a fantastic offensive possession for the Braves. And we'll see what Massapequa has in store offensively. It was a challenging first drive for the Chiefs. Didn't really have a whole lot of room to run, but a whole lot of talent led by Christian Beekiers again there. Star quarterback. He's thrown for 8 touchdowns and no interceptions in 9 games this season. As you're watching again the 12 and under youth championships here on Long Island on the Varsity Media Sports Network with 2:43 to go in this opening quarter. A 6-0 lead for Bellmore over Massapequa. Kickoff blasted off the right foot of Michael Nicholson, and what a kick it was, bouncing all the way down to the 4, and then a big hit by Trapani, and a flag flies in. I think that play was essentially dead after the ball was picked up by Giovanni Antonelli. Personal foul against Trapani, so should be a free 15 or so yards for the Mustangs. So, yep, ball will start on the 19.
1st and 10 for Massapequa on the 19-yard line.
as Christian Beekers runs on out to guide the Mustangs offense. Beekers with two backs flanking him. And now here's the handoff, and look at this! A burst down the right sideline, explosive speed for Jason Larosa. He will go the distance, 81-yard touchdown run. And we're all tied up here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. You might just see that on the high school level one day for Jason Larosa. Perfect blocking on the perimeter for Massapequa. And Larosa just outruns the Braves defense. No one was even close to catching the speedster. Fantastic job by the entire Massapequa offensive line there. And a flag on the extra point. We'll see who jumped early. It looked like a quick start that time for Bellmore, so just a little bit easier on the extra point for Massapequa. Kick is up and no good. So we are all even at 6 here on the Varsity Media Sports Network with 2:22 to go in the first quarter. And we'll take a quick break on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Oh, cool.
Parents and athletes, why leave your college career in the hands of amateurs? Varsity Media produces professional college recruiting videos that you can use to help land a spot on the team. Our highlight reels have proven to save thousands of dollars in college tuition. You've worked hard and put the effort into your high school athletic career. Don't take any chances when it comes to your future. Varsity Media has been producing college recruiting videos since 2010. We understand what college coaches are looking for, and our attention to detail on your highlights will separate your resume from others. Stand out from the crowd. We'll help showcase your talents. Contact Varsity Media today and order a college recruiting video.
So back to it on the Varsity Media Sports Network, a 79-yard touchdown run. Incredible stuff from Jason Larosa, the play of the game so far. And we are all tied up at 6 with 2:22 to go in this first quarter. Choppy bouncing kick will go out of bounds. So a flag on the field, no return to be had for Bellmore. And we'll see if the Massapequa defense has found an answer for Anthony Trapani. It was so dynamic on that last drive as the officials sort out exactly where to put the football. So the ball will be moved on up to the 42. 43, excuse me. So I think the penalty wasn't enforced there because the ball was kicked out of bounds further upfield than the penalty spot would have been, which I think is typically the 35. Oh, and a fumble on the play. Paulie Genovese couldn't quite hang on, but luckily it helped. Jake Ganji there to grab it. And the strip on the play was from Luke Russell, who is particularly tall for a 12-year-old, 5'10", 150 pounds. If you're looking at someone that'll be the future of the Massapequa Chiefs High School program, it could be Luke Russell. Snap right up the middle, and about a 4-yard run for Paulie Genovese. Tackled on the play by Mikey Ippolito and others. With 1:25 and ticking down to go in this first quarter. The Massapequa 13 and under team. So you can tell the future is bright on the high school side. They'll also be playing the championship game next on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Direct snap, Trapani, shaking a tackler and bursting forward for first down yardage and more. Great job up front by Christian Jean-Francois and Anthony Cespedes. Let's tell you a little bit more about this offensive line for Bellmore because, again, they're just so talented. We already mentioned Jean-Francois, but Cespo, a guy with an extremely high motor, rare physical abilities for a 12-year-old. He's great quickness and power to finish every single play. As Connor Flynn comes in at tight end. And will come right back out. It's Demetrius Christopoulos taking his place. And now a timeout taken by the Bellmore coaching staff. So we'll take one with them on the Varsity Media Sports Network. 6-6 is our score with 24 seconds left in the first quarter.
Over the middle, he's got a man. It's complete. Ciolino. See you later.
Going long, wide open, Perazzi, he gets it, Perazzi, foot raise, 10, 5, make it, touchdown, punch, power punch.
The trickery, Ryder gets it back, goes over the top for Haberman.
What a catch! This Ross Simmons strips him, that's loose, and Ross Simmons is gonna take this the other direction, make it, touchdown, touchdown East.
So back to it as we get a look at the Massapequa sideline. 1st and 10. Snap straight to Trapani. Trapani bursting left side. And still going, Trapani shaking tacklers. What a run for Anthony Trapani. He is finally forced out at the tail end of it by Luke Russell. But Trapani went beast mode, absolutely did not want to go down. Let's take another look at that spectacular jaunt. We said Jason Larosa, clearly the play of the game. Trapani, another candidate, still in the first quarter. As he got right past Larosa, and finally Russell forced him out. Put a penalty on the play, so this ball will be taking a long trip back down the field. As it is placed at the 49. So shotgun snap. And look at this sprint by Paulie Genovese. And that'll mark the end of quarter number 1 on the Varsity Media Sports Network. 6-6 after a quarter of play. We'll be back after a quick break to see who can control the second.
Parents and athletes, why leave your college career in the hands of amateurs? Varsity Media produces professional college recruiting videos that you can use to help land a spot on the team. Our highlight reels have proven to save thousands of dollars in college tuition. You've worked hard and put the effort into your high school athletic career. Don't take any chances when it comes to your future. Varsity Media has been producing college recruiting videos since 2010. We understand what college coaches are looking for, and our attention to detail on your highlights will separate your resume from others. Stand out from the crowd. We'll help showcase your talents. Contact Varsity Media today and order a college recruiting video.
Thank you for joining us back on the Varsity Media Sports Network. 2nd and 6 coming up for Bellmore. These two teams met earlier this season. Massapequa won 20-0, so we immediately see the adjustments from Vinny Trapani and his coaching staff of Jamie Adams, Matt Genovese, Rob Schmidt, and Sean Cosia paying off as Bellmore has moved the ball extremely well in the early going of this matchup. Trapani again. Gonna get that right probably by the third quarter. Tag team tackle by Ryan Chavez. And I think Dante Squadrito was involved too. I love saying his name so much that I will mention him on tackles that he is nowhere near. So 3rd and very short for Bellmore. As Connor Flynn jogs off, Demetrius Christopoulos jogs on for the Braves. Christopoulos going in motion. Now Trapani spinning and winning. That should be enough for first down yardage. Is a joint tackle for the Chiefs. Luke Russell and Luke Gargulio, Luke Sandwich for Trapani.
First down, double.
As the clock will approach and tick under 9 minutes. Direct snap to Trapani, but Trapani going to throw this time. Pump fake and Massapequa all over it. The sack on the play by Dominique Antonelli. Fantastic job by the Mustangs defensively as they were not fooled.
Trapani with the carry, stopped by Dominique.
Let's take another look. Trapani looking for a man downfield, had an opening, and that play in retrospect was salvaged by Luke Gargulio. Trapani would have had an open receiver down the field, but Gargulio getting those arms up high. Trapani had to hesitate for a sec, and then the sack to finish it up. Direct snap and nowhere to run for Paulie Genovese.
Paulie Genovese with the carry into a wall of Mustangs.
This drive taking up a good amount of time. Oh, and look at that, a little delayed handoff by Demetrius Christopoulos as he gets inside the 30. An interesting formation for Bellmore. Again, the schematic sophistication for a 12-year-old team on both sides is so exciting.
Brings up 4th down, 4th and 8.
Again, Bellmore running that single wing system offensively. And now here we go. Trapani finding the edge and getting pushed out after a gain of about 5 or 6.
Anthony Trapani with the carry, first down, Bellmore.
Or excuse me, no, he got 11 yards, so a first down for Bellmore on a 4th and 9. Fantastic play by Trapani. And this is exactly how Bellmore knew they had to win this game. Sustained drives, and the coaching staff noted not every drive needs to be a score, but we need to stay ahead of the chains and move the ball consistently. They have done that. And they're still on track for every drive to be a score, which is an added bonus as Trapani bursts up the middle. Good job by the interior of the offensive line, led by Chase Schmidt at center. Schmidt, a very bright and reliable kid. He has the perfect demeanor for a center in the Bellmore system. He originally started center going all the way back to age 7, and then was moved to guard in previous seasons, but is now back to center. Imagine being a center at age 7. There's so much responsibility. You have to have a really high football IQ to play that position. So now a direct snap, and weaving his way through traffic is Paulie Genovese. Genovese, he was a starting right guard the previous 4 seasons, and this is every offensive line's dream. He got moved to running back, and that added another dimension to this Bellmore offense. Extremely tough and tenacious kid with good field vision. Clock now under 6 minutes, a 3rd and 3 for Bellmore. And a flag flies in. It was a false start for the Braves. So run that clock. 3rd and 8 facing Bellmore. Another emphasis for Bellmore, no turnovers and controlling the line of scrimmage. They've accomplished every one of their offensive mandates so far as we approach halftime, and perhaps another quick start. No penalties probably would have been on the list if Vinny Trapani had continued to add to it. So that'll push Bellmore back. The back-to-back penalties could potentially be a drive killer. Look at the size that Jean-Francois brings to that offensive tackle position. Just a big kid. Him and Luke Russell, man, they're built different. So late shift on the offensive line for Bellmore. Try and confuse the Braves. And it's Trapani. Juke move, jumps back, and now the throw. On the run is Genovese. Genovese spinning. And looked like he got enough for first down yardage on 3rd and 13. Paulie Genovese. Wow, what a call from Vinny Trapani. And the execution by Anthony Trapani. Juking back. Able to get the throw out from behind the line of scrimmage. And Bellmore a chance to take an early lead, but Luke Russell bursting through the line and stopping Trapani in his tracks. Luke Russell, again, 5'10", 150 pounds, a physical force at this level. Will likely be one at the next level as well. He's actually, this is his first year in the program. Most of these guys have spent a couple of seasons with the team, but works hard, plays hard, loves his teammates and coaches, and who would have guessed it, not only a basketball player, but also practices jiu-jitsu. So a diversely talented young man, as Massapequa looks to keep Bellmore out of the end zone. Trapani weaving his way and taking on a tackler to get inside the 3. We'll bring up 3rd down.
Anthony Trapani with the carry.
As Trapani looks for his 2nd touchdown. The timeout taken. We will take a break as well on the Varsity Media Sports Network. 3rd and goal facing the Bellmore Braves when we come back.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403.
Third and goal. Here we go. Bellmore trying to take an early lead. Trapani cuts it up and inside and has a second touchdown. Anthony Trapani once again from 3 yards out on a big third and goal. And this Bellmore side that was held scoreless the first time around against Massapequa, the first time in the history of the program they had not scored, punches back and has 12 points in this first half. An extended drive. That was exactly the game plan coming in, the prescription for the Braves as they look to extend the lead to 7. On the extra point attempt from Michael Nicholson, it was Kellen Franquiz on the hold, and that extra point is good. So our first made extra point of this matchup, and a 13-6 lead for Bellmore over Massapequa.
2 points.
And let's get another look at the touchdown. Trapani crouched low in a power position, cut up inside, and it was a valiant effort by Ryan Shabbos of Massapequa to try and take him down, but he was unable to quite get there in time. So it'll be Massapequa with 3 minutes and 18 seconds until halftime. As the send-off coming from Michael Nicholson. Nicholson. Bouncing kick, and it's corralled belatedly by Giovanni Antonelli, and some great tackling there from Bellmore. I believe it was Kellen Franquiz and Anthony Trapani. As this Bellmore defense looks to hold as they did on the first drive. The second drive, of course, over and done with pretty quick, as it was Jason Larosa bursting down the right sideline for 79 yards. Give right side and a cut up the field. Look at this from Larosa. Fantastic move, and he's in open space again. Can he repeat the feat? Back-to-back touchdown runs of 50-plus yards for Jason Larosa as he is single-handedly taking over this game.
Jason Larosa with the touchdown run.
Jason Larosa shaking the tackler in the backfield, then dodging a defender. And how about that block that he got from Michael Temmie that really spurred him free? And Larosa just outrunning Kellen Franquiz. Man, oh man, Kevin Shippos, who leads the Massapequa High School side, has to just be thrilled seeing the future of his program. And a flag will push the ball up for Massapequa. Caden Bowen to take the kick. And it is up and through. So we are all tied up at 14 here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. 2:59 to go until halftime. Jason Larosa back-to-back runs of 60-plus yards. So we'll take a break on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Over the middle, he's got a man. It's complete. Ciolino. See you later.
Going long, wide open, Perazi, he gets it, Perazi, foot raise, 10, 5, make it, touchdown, punch, counter punch.
The trickery, Ryder gets it back, goes over the top for Haberman. What a catch!
This Ross Simmons strips him, that's loose, and Ross Simmons is going to take this the other direction, make it, touchdown, touchdown East.
So, wow, how about that run for Jason Larosa? Just no other way to say it. Back-to-back incredible plays for Larosa. Him and Anthony Trapani having an old-fashioned duel here in this under 12, or 12 and under, championship game. Short kick, covered up well by Andrew Adams. Gets tapped on the helmet enthusiastically by James Schmidt. So you get a look at the size on Massapequa. Michael Temmie, Luke Russell. As they'll try and stop this Bellmore side that has been unstoppable through 2 possessions. With 2:58 left in the second quarter. As Christopoulos jogs off. Direct snap to Trapani. He picks up about 5 or 6 yards. Tackled down by Michael Temmie.
Anthony Trapani with a run, 36.
And Trapani working his way through traffic past the 45-yard line.
Trapani with the carry, stopped by Michael Temmie.
Shift along the line. Jake Ganji, Connor Flynn, Trapani cutting up the field. As his momentum was stemmed by Marco Perper. I just want to call him Marco Pepper. So it's a 3rd and 3. As Mikey Ippolito checks in defensively for Massapequa. So, 4th and 1. I think they were going to come out and measure it. And we'll see what these officials come up with. Regardless, a big play coming up for Bellmore with just 1:48 on the clock of run-heavy offense. Going to try and move expeditiously if they do have this first down. Looks like they're going to be just short, though. And yep, about a football and a half, 2 footballs away. So we'll see this Bellmore 4th down offense, what they have in store. The play calling has been fantastic for the Braves in the early going of this one. And a timeout taken now, so we'll take a break with them on the Varsity Media Sports Network. 4th and 1 coming up when we come back.
Parents and athletes, why leave your college career in the hands of amateurs? Varsity Media produces professional college recruiting videos that you can use to help land a spot on the team. Our highlight reels have proven to save thousands of dollars in college tuition. You've worked hard and put the effort into your high school athletic career. Don't take any chances when it comes to your future. Varsity Media has been producing college recruiting videos since 2010. We understand what college coaches are looking for, and our attention to detail on your highlights will separate your resume from others. Stand out from the crowd. We'll help showcase your talents. Contact Varsity.
So quick play, 4th down dive. And the first down picked up for Bellmore, as it was Anthony Trapani shooting through the line on a direct snap as Luke Gargiulio cut through the backfield, had him wrapped up for a moment. Oh, and now another fantastic defensive stop by Luke Russell, cutting into the backfield.
Tackle for a loss by Luke Russell.
And now Trapani to pass. High archer and in and out of the hands of Demetrius Christopoulos. Good throw, though, by Trapani. So we'll get another look. Trapani, nice. Tight spiral. I think Christopoulos might have been thinking about turning upfield with that ball. So 3rd and 11, 58 seconds to go until halftime. As there's a shift along the offensive line. Trapani to throw, again rolling left, or at least fake the throw, and now he'll run. Trapani making a move and cutting up inside the 15 as he was dragged down from behind by Luke Gargiulio. And I believe a timeout taken by Bellport, so we will take a break as well on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Gargiulo over the middle. He's got a man. It's complete. Ciolino. See you later.
Going long, wide open, Perazzi, he gets it, Perazzi, foot raise, 10, 5, make it, touchdown, punch, counter punch.
With a trickery, Ryder gets it back, goes over the top for Haberman.
What a catch! This Ross Simmons strips him, that's loose, and Ross Simmons is going to take this the other direction. Make it, touchdown, touchdown East.
So back to it on the Varsity Media Sports Network. 4th and 5 facing Bellmore. Vinny Trapani taking a timeout to talk to his boys. Crucial play coming up with 47 seconds left in the half. Bellmore getting the football to start the second half. Pretty crucial for Massapequa to make their stand right here and right now. It's a direct snap. Trapani weaving his way through traffic. A hole opens up late, and Anthony Trapani still on his feet. The first man to stop him was Jason Larosa, but Trapani continues to prove to be just about an unstoppable weapon. Again, the interior of that offensive line. We'll just shout out the entire offensive line. Andrew Adams, Marco Perper, Chase Schmidt, Anthony Cespo Cespedes, and Anthony Torrey, all big factors. And a great burst forward again by Trapani. Picking his way through traffic.
Trapani with the carry.
Quick snap, and Trapani just downs the football to preserve the final 9 seconds of this half. 3rd and 4, and you wonder if Bellmore will go back to the air. Oh, wow, this is a massive switch out for Bellmore. You saw Jake Hars and Jake Ganji just book it over to the line. So rare 3-wide look for Bellmore. Direct snap, throw up the field, jump ball. The pass was from Kellen Franquiz, who plays some quarterback. His first throw of the day, intended target on it was Anthony Trapani, but it was broken up nicely by Giovanni Antonelli from Massapequa. So 4th and 4 with 5 seconds on the clock. This will most likely be the final play of this first half as Bellmore looks to take advantage of this lengthy drive, punch the ball in. Again, this is a Bellmore team that did not score the first time these two teams matched up. So 14 first half points and looking to make it 21. Another snap to Franquiz. Taking a shot, left side, high arcing jump ball, and broken up at the last possible second by Jason Larosa as it was intended for Demetrius Christopoulos. Franquiz got a lot of air under it, but that allowed Larosa to recover and break the pass up. Let's take one final look at the final play of half number 1. A pump fake lob from Franquiz. And shot down at the last second on a push from Jason Larosa. So that is it for half number 1 on the Varsity Media Sports Network. We are all tied up at 14. A thrilling second half of action coming up next for the 12 and under youth championships here on Long Island.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net.
Over the middle, he's got a man. It's complete. Ciolino. See you later.
Going long, wide open, Perazzi, he gets it, Perazzi, foot raise, 10, 5, make it, touchdown, punch, power punch.
The trickery, Ryder gets it back, goes over the top for Haberman.
What a catch! This Ross Simmons strips him, that's loose, and Ross Simmons is going to take this the other direction. Make it! Touchdown! Touchdown East!
It's time to get hyped with Varsity Media. We offer an array of video services sure to amp up your team. From staged preseason hype videos with custom lighting and smoke machines to sideline highlights of a big game. How can your team stand out from the crowd? Contact Varsity Media today and let us tailor something your squad will never forget. These are the best times of your life. Capture them in the most creative ways possible with the sports leader, Varsity Media. Parents and athletes, why leave your college career in the hands of amateurs? Varsity Media produces professional college recruiting videos that you can use to help land a spot on the team. Our highlight reels have proven to save thousands of dollars in college tuition. You've worked hard and put the effort into your high school athletic career. Don't take any chances when it comes to your future. Varsity Media has been producing college recruiting videos since 2010. We understand what college coaches are looking for, and our attention to detail on your highlights will separate your resume from others. Stand out from the crowd. We'll help showcase your talents. Contact Varsity Media today and order a college recruiting video.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net.
Over the middle, he's got a man. It's complete. Ciolino. See you later.
Going long, wide open, Perazzi, he gets it, Perazzi, foot raise, 10, 5, make it, touchdown, punch, counter punch.
The trickery, Ryder gets it back, goes over the top for Haberman.
What a catch! Just Ross Simmons strips him, that's loose, and Ross Simmons is gonna take this the other direction, make it, touchdown, touchdown East.
It's time to get hyped with Varsity Media. We offer an array of video services sure to amp up your team. From staged preseason hype videos with custom lighting and smoke machines to sideline highlights of a big game. How can your team stand out from the crowd? Contact Varsity Media today and let us tailor something your squad will never forget. These are the best times of your life. Capture them in the most creative ways possible with the sports leader, Varsity Media. Parents and athletes, why leave your college career in the hands of amateurs? Varsity Media produces professional college recruiting videos that you can use to help land a spot on the team. Our highlight reels have proven to save thousands of dollars in college tuition. You've worked hard and put the effort into your high school athletic career. Don't take any chances when it comes to your future. Varsity Media has been producing college recruiting videos since 2010. We understand what college coaches are looking for, and our attention to detail Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact.
So 4th and 8 and the pass complete. Diving catch made by Jason Larosa. And that's such a significant play. Remember, on the youth level, there was not a whole lot of punting. So 4th and 8, backed up deep on their own side. Massapequa finding a much-needed first down. It was a fake by Beekiers, and he just ripped that pass to Larosa. Picture-perfect ball from Beekiers. Or Beckiers, excuse me. And now a toss. And tackle in the backfield by Paulie Genovese.
Jason Larosa with the carry, stopped by Paulie Genovese.
It was Larosa on the run. So we apologize for any technical difficulties. If you're missing sound at home, should be resolved now. If you can hear me, you know that. If you can't, then you don't. 14-14, Massapequa Bellmore. A thrilling third quarter as Bellmore had that extended drive. Massapequa got the stop. And then a big-time 4th down conversion as the Mustangs go back to the same trick play they ran with great success earlier in the half, but this time it is fumbled and picked up by Anthony Trapani.
Massapequa fumble, recovered by Bellmore. 1st and 10 at the 28.
So great recognition from Trapani that ball was out. Now Trapani on the snap, trying to find the edge. Trapani shaking tacklers. Trapani finally pushed out inside of the 15. Another big run for Trapani in a game full of them.
Anthony Trapani with the run.
As we head into the final minute of this third quarter. Again, Gavin Shaw here with you on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Nassau County Youth 12 and under championship game. So a little run up the middle for Paulie Genovese as he got thrown back by Luke Russell. Has to be hard to tackle for Luke Russell and Michael Temme, right? You're about a foot taller than a lot of your opponents. Really got to get low in your stance and go and find them. Russell and Temme switch spots along the defensive line. Trapani, hard count. Now they'll go at the closing seconds of the third quarter. Trapani a burst, one tackler to beat. And Jason Larosa able to wrap up Trapani at the last possible second. Those two have put on an absolute show, accounting for all 4 scores. And we are tied at 14, but perhaps not for long, as Bellmore on the precipice of scoring as we head to the fourth quarter on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Over the middle, he's got a man. It's complete. Ciolino. See you later.
Going long, wide open for Ryan. Ferrazzi. He gets it. Ferrazzi, foot race, 10, 5, make it, touchdown. Punch, counter punch.
Trickery, Ryder gets it back, goes over the top for Haberman. What a catch!
Just Ross Simmons strips him, that's loose, and Ross Simmons is going to take this the other direction. Make it! Touchdown! Touchdown East!
Arjulo over the middle, he's got a man, it's complete! Ciolino! See you later!
Going long, wide open, Ferrazzi, he gets it, Ferrazzi, foot race, 10, 5, make it, touchdown, punch, counter punch.
Trickery, Ryder gets it back, goes over the top for Haberman. What a catch!
Just Ross Simmons strips him, that's loose, and Ross Simmons is going to take this the other direction. Make it, touchdown, touchdown East.
Fourth quarter of this Nassau County Youth 12 and under championship game. Bellmore nearing their third touchdown. Massapequa looking for a big stop. Anthony Trapani saying, I'm going to power on in and ensure that doesn't happen. The third touchdown of the game for Anthony Trapani and his offensive line. Marco Perper, Chase Schmidt, Anthony Cepetis, Andrew Adams, Anthony, they call him Joe, Torrey, and Christian Jean-Francois, I assume he's a big Yankees fan, clearing out the lane for Trapani to waltz on in for 6. And let's take another look. Trapani, also Paulie Genovese picking up a nice block on that touchdown. Massapequa didn't have a chance. And nothing doing on the extra point attempt, or rather a conversion on the extra point attempt for Bellmore. Nothing doing in the Massapequa side on the extra point attempt. So 22-14, as we'll get a look at that replay for you. Putting it right through the uprights was Michael Nicholson. So we'll head to break on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Bellmore back up by 8.
Parents and athletes, why leave your college career in the hands of amateurs? Varsity Media produces professional college recruiting videos that you can use to help land a spot on the team. Our highlight reels have proven to save thousands of dollars in college tuition. You've worked hard and put the effort into your high school athletic career. Don't take any chances when it comes to your future. Varsity Media has been producing college recruiting videos since 2010. We understand what college coaches are looking for. And
so Bellmore to send this ball deep. Hard kicked. And right into the waiting arms of Jason Larosa. So Massapequa, a long field to go. Jason Larosa has had 2 massive runs, and he had a third. It would have been his third touchdown of over 65 yards, but it got called back on a hold. And then Massapequa, after converting an impressive 4th and 8, fumbled the football. Bellmore took full advantage. So essentially a full fourth quarter ahead for the Mustangs to try and tie this game up. They go with a quick give up the middle, but no room to rush for Ryan Chabas. As the interior of the defensive line for Bellmore doing a great job. Defensively, Bellmore operates out of a wide 6'2" formation. Traditionally, they've been more of a bend, not break defense, but this year they've evolved into more of an attacking style. They don't blitz all that much, but their goal is to play downhill. And again, not a lot of room on the run. It was Larosa trying to recreate the magic of his last few carries. And a whole lot of
Jason
Braves
Larosa
in his
carry,
way.
stopped by Anthony Cespedes.
There's Anthony Cespedes on the tackle. As Massapequa faces another 3rd and long. Clock continues to tick. Toss play wide. Hunting for room and not finding much of it was Gigi Tarasi.
Jason Larosa with the carry.
Or excuse me, it was Jason Larosa on the run.
Franklin.
And a couple of different tacklers involved on the play for Bellmore. I think it was Kellen Franquiz who got there. So 4th down now for Massapequa. Probably just around 7 yards to go, maybe 8. So this is a near must for Massapequa as they run a trick play. Halfback pass up in the air and knocked away. They were looking for Michael Temmie, but it was Kellen Franquiz knocking it down. A pivotal moment in this game. Massapequa trying to take advantage of the height of Temmie.
Bellmore takes over on
And the throw from Luke Gargiulio just a tiny bit short, and Franquiz teaming up with Sean Casilla to knock it out of the air. Trapani burst forward for about 4 yards.
Anthony Trapani with the carry, stopped by Luke Russell.
Luke Russell on the tackle, as Bellmore will look to salt this game away and get revenge for that earlier season loss to the Mustangs. This is obviously the more significant game of the two. There's not a whole lot of room there for Trapani. Looked like Mikey Ippolito on the tackle. Penalty on the play, though. It'll be against Bellmore. So the Braves will get pushed back.
Flag on the play.
Loss of about 10. So ball's on the 43. And split out wide for Bellmore, Paulie Genovese. Every other player in tight. Trapani running to the edge. Cut off. Nice move to stay alive. Now trying to reverse field, but no room to do it. Combination tackle from Dominique Antonelli and Gigi Tarasi.
Anthony Trapani with the carry, stopped by Dominic Antonelli.
Direct snap to Paulie Genovese, and he didn't have much room on 3rd and long. So that will bring up 4th and about 14. So Massapequa has to just hold out on one more play, and they'll get a chance to go down the field with right around 5 minutes left in this ball game. Rolling right. And a hard throw down the field, and it's caught. The connection from Trapani to Genovese for 6. And Bellmore inches ever closer to an under 12 or 12 and under youth championship in Nassau County. The longest pass play of the day by far from either team comes at a pivotal moment, 4th and 14. And Trapani about to get hit. Lefty toss and a spectacular catch that Paulie Genovese will likely remember for the rest of his life. That's the magic of the Varsity Media Sports Network, right? He'll have it for the rest of his life. So extra point on the docket for Michael Nicholson. It'll be Kellen Franquiz to hold it. Quick burst in the line. Nicholson unfazed. Extra point is good. 28-14 in favor of Bellmore. We'll take a break on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Tall task ahead of Massapequa when we come back. Sorry, 30.
Arjulo over the middle. He's got a man. It's complete. Ciolino. See you later.
Going long, wide open, Perazzi, he gets it, Perazzi, foot raise, 10, 5, make it, touchdown, punch, counter punch.
The Frickery Ryder gets it back, goes over the top for Haberman. What a catch!
Just Ross Simmons strips him, that's loose, and Ross Simmons is going to take this the other direction, make it, touchdown, touchdown East.
30-20, the lead for Bellmore over Massapequa. Sorry, I was still living in the weird rule where extra points are worth 1. Hence, extra. Oh, well, they are extra points. So that could be a possessive S or just a plural S. So I take back my complaint. Bellmore 30, Massapequa 14 is all that really matters. So taken by Larosa. Larosa looking for room on the kickoff and spin down at the 42. The clock stops at 4:50. So Massapequa at this point, you wonder if we start seeing the ball put in the air a little bit more as a belated look at Christian Beckiers. Beckiers takes a knee, hyping up his team, knowing that this is a crucial juncture for the Mustangs. Beckiers on the give up the middle. And not a whole lot of room for Ryan Chabas that time.
With the carry, stopped by Jake Ganji.
And Jake Ganji on the tackle on the other end of it for Bellmore. And Beckiers under immediate pressure. Lob pass up. Good job to complete it. But then a fantastic combo on the tackle by Anthony Cespedes and Paulie Genovese. Bellmore all over it defensively. As Massapequa driven all the way back to the 35. So it'll be third and a long, long ways. About 15 yards for Massapequa. Christian Beckiers lofting a pass, and I think that one got away from him.
Incomplete.
So 4th and 15, Massapequa. This play might very well be their season. Got to have a conversion, down by 16, 3:21 to go. As Bellmore looks to close this under 12 championship out. Get a beautiful look at the Massapequa huddle. That offensive line really going to have to protect here, and a timeout taken by Bellmore after seeing the formation. So we'll take a break as well. Massapequa looking for a miracle when we come back on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Parents and athletes, why leave your college career in the hands of amateurs? Varsity Media produces professional college recruiting videos that you can use to help land a spot on the team. Our highlight reels have proven to save thousands of dollars in college tuition. You've worked hard and put the effort into your high school athletic career. Don't take any chances when it comes to your future. Varsity Media has been producing college recruiting videos since 2010. We understand what college coaches are looking for, and our attention to detail on your highlights will separate your resume from others. Stand out from the crowd. We'll help showcase your talents. Contact Varsity Media today and order a college recruiting video.
So Massapequa trying to convert a 4th and 15 with 3:21 to go. Beakers, good throw, but bobbled and nearly picked. Doesn't matter that it was dropped, as Paulie Genovese and Kellen Franquiz involved in the pass breakup.
Pass incomplete.
So Bellmore will take over with fantastic position. It was a pretty good throw by Beakers across his body. But then the defensive play from Demetrius Christopoulos, getting in on Michael Temmie and breaking that pass up. So now Bellmore just has to drain 3 minutes of clock, maybe tack on another touchdown for good measure, and they will officially be your 2021 Nassau County Youth 12 and under champions. Trapani has done fantastic work
Anthony Trapani with the carry, gain of
this
5 on play.
entire game. As Bellmore just letting this clock drain. Massapequa still has 2 timeouts, but choosing not to use them for the moment. Trapani in that low crouch, finding some room on the right side. Trapani looking to stay in bounds, but shoved out by Jason Larosa.
Anthony Trapani with the carry.
Again, Massapequa coming into this game was
Jason Larosa.
going for 3 championships this weekend. The high school winning Nassau County on Friday night. 12 and under seemingly going to fall to Bellmore. But then the 13 and under team will have a chance in our next game to win a championship. That coming up just a little bit after this one. So if you're a Massapequa fan, stick around. If you're a Bellmore fan, just high on life and you want a little more youth football, welcome you to stay as well. Snap straight up for Paulie Genovese. Not much room to run.
Genovese with the carry. Stopped by Nike Ippolito.
Again, I want to give one final shout out to this entire Massapequa roster, this entire Bellmore roster. These guys are winning just by making it to this game. An arduous slate, 9 games, battling through the best of Long Island week in and week out. Once you're here, you're already sort of a champion already. So fantastic seasons for both Massapequa and Bellmore as this game wraps up. And Anthony Trapani looks for a couple more yards, diving forward. Wrapped up on the tackle by Michael Genovese.
Hitting Trapani with the carry.
The officials explaining something to Bellmore. Officially a 3rd and 5 for the Braves. Trapani will check in with his sideline, and we'll get a couple of substitutions coming on. Bellmore takes a timeout. We'll take a break with them, and the Braves will empty their bench, and we'll get to see the full roster. Very exciting. With 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Over the middle, he's got a man. It's complete. Ciolino. See you later.
Going long, wide open, Perazzi, he gets it, Perazzi, foot raise, 10, 5, make it, touchdown, punch, counter punch.
The trickery, Ryder gets it back, goes over the top for Haberman. What a catch!
This Ross Simmons strips him, that's loose, and Ross Simmons is going to take this the other direction. Make it! Touchdown! Touchdown East!
Bellmore 30, Massapequa 14. The Braves, a chance to notch one final score, but I don't think that is the intent of these last two offensive plays. Just trying to get the whole team out there, give everyone a chance to play. And all of these kids a chance to say in 10, 20, 30 years, hey, I was on Mitchell Field for an under 12 championship game. So a direct snap to Demetrius Christopoulos, a couple yards on the run, and the clock will continue to roll.
Demetrius Christopoulos with the carry.
Couple new names in for Bellmore, including Nicholas Caroli. See Anthony Rampino. And with 5 seconds on the clock, the result is now a certainty. A championship for the Bellmore 12 and under football team here in Nassau County. They avenge a regular season loss to Massapequa in dominant fashion, a 30-14 victory. You see it on the graphic, the Bellmore Braves, the Nassau County Youth Football League 12 and under champs. Something no one can ever take away from these kids, this coaching staff. A fantastic season for Massapequa. Comes to a disappointing end, but the Mustangs have nothing to hang their heads at. They were great, and they'll have a shot next year to win the 13 and under title. And we will see Massapequa's 13 and under team next on the Varsity Media Sports Network. But signing off for now, I am Gavin Shaw. For our entire crew, thank you for tuning in. And stay tuned for our final game, the 13 and under championship, coming up in just a bit on the Varsity Media Sports Network.